Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie from Higher Ellas, and we just got a new computer cam. Do you see me? Very exciting. We obviously got this for meetings, but I also wanted to have the opportunity to do a little bit more long form YouTube videos for Higher Ellas and for our blog Donas y Tortas. And so here I am. This is the first video that I will be showcasing with you. I think a big part of our story with Higher AS is that we're partners in business and we're partners in life. And our life be lifing right now. I'm 8 months pregnant. So yeah, let's just sit with that. I'm gonna become a mom entrepreneur. And I think something that I've been wanting to see from other professionals and marketers is, how do you do that? How do you run your business and be a mom. And so I invite you to this journey with me, with Anna and I, to figure that out. A big part of moving forward is being more intentional with our business and who we want to serve and how we're going to do that. So we're right in the midst of, sculpting that right now as we, you know, look ahead of 2026. And I encourage you too, you as entrepreneurs, if you're marketers, to think about, to really reflect on the year, what's worked, what hasn't, and how do you get closer to the kind of business that you want. And for us, a big part of what we love and what we feel connected to is the storytelling, right? There's so many incredible small business owners who are doing incredible things, who are incredibly passionate, and their story just isn't really being told or being heard or being understood. And so we come in from a very strategic standpoint of like, how do we help you tell that story and where and how and what? And we do it in different ways. And so for me, I want to share a little bit more about me personally, what sort of really, what was the catalyst for me to be like, let's start Hire a Yes. So when we came up with the name, it was 2020 pandemic. And, we were sitting around, we had just moved in together about a year and a half. And we thought, what does the future look for us? What can we do together? And knowing that Anna and I were both in the marketing world, we thought, well, what if we were to have a business together? And so that's really where Hire AS came to be. Anna's a copywriter. I've always worked in, accounts and strategy, client relations. And I also wanted to be a little bit more creative. And so that was really like, let's come together and do this. And so it took a few years to take that leap. It took until 2022 where I was, had a really good job and I was not very happy. And that was sort of the catalyst to be like, I think maybe now's the time to give it a shot because it is scary. It's scary. It's a leap of faith, and uh, and then you start rolling with it. And I would say the first 2 years were a lot of excitement, a lot of figuring things out. We still are figuring things out, but you know, I think we've always just been very true to where we want to feel connected to, what kind of work, what kind of clients. It's spaces like, women owned, BIPOC owned, nonprofits, you know, uh, organizations that are helping other entrepreneurs. So those are spaces that we really, really are excited about. And of course, family owned businesses, right? There's just so much that we've learned that we can apply. And so we've done some really cool things. One thing that we did that has really stood out is we worked with Seven Leaves, which is an amazing local coffee. Well, now they have multiple coffee shops here in Orange County and now in Arizona, I believe. But we did a sort of a telenovela type of content with some amazing content creators. And that's what's cool is like we kind of get to be the sort of the visionaries and we get to bring in other people, creatives to kind of help make it all happen. Sometimes we're the ones making it happen as well. But I think more than anything, it's just like we've come to realize like the human side of the stories, the emotions that come from what businesses or organizations, how they're impacting their community, and that's what excites me. And now, as I'm 8 months pregnant, super emotional, more than usual, I'm here because, I don't have all the answers. And I also, maybe there's a future mom out there who's like, how do you do this? Because I've been searching and I've been looking, and there's like, but, I thought it would be cool to kind of share my experience here on in a YouTube. aquí en el YouTube because you know we really want Higher AES to exist, um, you know, the goal has always been, and I'm manifesting and putting out there, is for Anna and I to, you know, be full time on this project, on this business, and do some amazing things and do some new things, some creative things. So we're excited to see where it all goes. And I think the biggest thing that's helped us to move forward is to have faith, faith that things are going to work out, not letting the no's stop you, you know, being creative even from the business side and just open to learning and growing and building relationships with people who are doing amazing things because you always learn from them. So that's what we're doing. Thank you for tuning in today. If you have any questions or anything as an entrepreneur, as a future mom or a mom already, drop it in the comments. Like, we want to hear from you. We want to build a community that is all about like sharing and communication, and I don't know, like, let's be bold. Let's be bold together. That's what I'm all about. So we'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.